Marhaba, my name is Yutong Wang, and I joined the research program at the Robotics department at MBZUAI this summer. I graduated from Brown University with a bachelor degree in computer science in May 2025, and I'll be joining Carnegie Mellon University as Masters in Robotics in fall 2025. My interest in robotics actually started with drones. Like many children, during my childhood, I always imagined to be able to fly like birds and observe the world from the above. And that's how I went into aerial photography during middle school and high school. I had a rich background in math and foundation, but it wasn't until my undergrad at Brown that I really get into the technical aspects of drones. I joined the Automatic Coordination of Teams lab at Brown, and I started research in drone swarms and multi-agent systems. So I actually learned about MBZUAI from a LinkedIn post earlier this year. As it has AI in the name, I learned that it is the first university in the world that's dedicated to AI research. And as I learned more into it, I learned about its world-class faculty, its great resources, as well as openness and generosity to students, and a lot of growing potential in the future. So besides the academic aspects, and the place feels like a very close-knit community. Students, teachers are very supportive of my personal growth. So the research project that I did at MBZUAI right here is, imagine that you have a robot arm and you're trying to do some task. For example, you want to pick up something from a table. And there's a mathematical model where you can learn to make sure that the process is stable and reliable. However, the challenge is that if you meet an unexpected obstacle on the space, the task might fail, the robot might crash. So in short, the goal of my research project is to learn from human demonstrations and let the robot operate safely and reliably. So in technical terms, this means learning dynamical systems from human demonstrations while ensuring safety through control barrier certificates. How this is particularly done is that we leverage polynomial dynamical systems and solve sum of squares optimization problems. This is particularly in the realm of traditional control, but it has a lot of implications in AI, like imitation learning and end-to-end learning frameworks in robotics. The challenge that particularly we're trying to solve is that there are originally frameworks that try to solve the problem for the end effector of the robot arm. So that's like the thing that you use to pick up the actual object. However, we're trying to make sure that there's safety obstacle avoidance for the entire robot arm to make sure that all of its joints are safe along the way. So I spent a lot of time looking into mathematical frameworks like non-convex optimization. So they're very deeply connected. The previous project I did with drone systems was on formation control with control barrier functions. And the project I'm doing right here is about robot arm manipulation with barrier certificates. So control barrier functions and barrier certificates aren't completely the same, but they share a lot of the mathematical foundations. So both of the projects are related to safety, but they use different mathematical optimization techniques, previous one on quadratic programming and the new one on sum of squares programming, and they're on different robots embodiments. So the project I'm working here at MBZUAI allows me to bring previous knowledge, but also expand on my research horizon as well as gain new skills. So the MBZUAI research community, both inside and outside of the robotics department, has helped me a lot personally and professionally. So I get to experience the robotics facilities and talk to people working in soft robots and AI models like diffusion models and other things. So even outside of the robotics department, I learned a lot by talking to other researchers. There's one time where I get to talk to some members in the ML department where they describe their research on causality to me. This is a field that I've never heard about in the past, but causality is about trying to provide interpretation to machine learning models. And I found striking connections with what I'm doing in the robotics research at MBZUAI. So I'm trying to use barrier certificates to provide safety of learning from demonstrations. And as I learn more about causality, I feel like that can exactly be applied to robotics, and potentially in the future when I when I do more research on safely insured AI robotics, I can apply those insights into it. As I'm starting my journey at Carnegie Mellon this fall, I wish to bring my experience in MBZUAI in very meaningful ways. So there are two aspects. First of all, I know there is a lot of collaboration between CMU and MBZUAI already on the faculty level, but I want to sort of be like an ambassador and share my experiences to the student community in CMU and let them know more about MBZUAI. Academically, my vision for future research lies in safety for AI-powered robots. I wish to combine methods in traditional control like MPC and CBF with neural networks to develop more adaptable and robust systems under complex environments. And my experience in MBZUAI helps me gain exposure to the solid mathematical foundations of traditional control.